We have seen an increase, around about 11% increase on the number of recorded complaints in 24-25. But that doesn't necessarily equate to there being more people dissatisfied with the police service as a whole. For example, back in 2020, there was a broadening of the definition of a complaint to include all dissatisfaction with the service received. So that has broadened out the definition there, and that is why we're seeing probably year on year more complaints being recorded in the system. Importantly as well, though, we do know that quite a few forces have improved their complaints recording, so they've centralised more of their complaints handling units, so that then we're able to get more consistency around recorded complaints, and then that helps with us to look at the data and analyse the trends and patterns for individual forces and on a national scale as well. We do know also from the complaint stats that some forces have actually seen a decrease in the number of recorded complaints as well. So it's a bit difficult to adopt a one-size-fits-all approach, and that's why we find that the way that we present the data on a force level and a national data is quite helpful in these situations. Complaints are a huge benefit for individual organisations, be it policing or any other organisation. They're a great source of feedback for what public and consumers, customers are feeling, service users are feeling at any given time as well. We do promote the use of the complaint system, obviously, and we are keen that forces learn from their experiences and listen to feedback from the members of the public when they do interact with the police, because we do know that on occasions things don't go right, and it's important that individuals have got a voice and can be heard through the complaint system. We are keen to make sure that the complaint system as a whole is as accessible as it possibly can be for all service users. And if anyone is dissatisfied with the police, they have absolutely got the right to complain to their local police force. We would encourage them to complain to their police force directly in the first instance. All police forces across England and Wales have got a dedicated department that will deal with complaints, and they tend to be called the professional standards departments. So in the first instance, we would recommend contacting your local force. There is plenty of information available on all local police websites around how to complain, and that can be done via email or via the phone. Likewise, though, if people don't want to go to the local police force, they can come to the IOPC. We've got plenty of literature and information on our website, and we've got a customer contact centre as well who can provide advice and guidance through the complaint system as well. If you're dissatisfied as a member of the public and you've made a complaint, at the end of that process, you would have the right to review. In some circumstances, that will be to the Office of the Police and Crime Commissioner, or on occasions that would be to the IOPC. When reviews come through to the IOPC, as you say, between 2,000 and 2,500 reviews we anticipate in any given year. What we do there is look and see, was the handling of that complaint reasonable and proportionate in the circumstances? Was learning identified, and was the outcome reasonable? So we will undertake an independent review of that, how the case has been handled by the police. What we're looking for, as I say, there is learning for improvements for individuals potentially, but also for policing as a whole as well. The good news is that around about 70% of those cases, that we do actually find that the handling of those cases first time around was reasonable and proportionate. Sometimes it might be that we need to just explain a little bit more and give a little bit more information as to how conclusions have been reached. But in the majority of cases, we do find that the police handle cases appropriately first time around. And the important work there that we do through our oversight function is engaging with local police forces and professional standards departments to embed a right first time ethos, so that if you are a disgruntled or unhappy member of the public and you complain to the police, that you've got the confidence that your complaint will be taken seriously, will be appropriately looked into, and reasonable and proportionate outcomes will be reached at the end of that.